हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम 10th हिस्ट्री का चैप्टर नंबर 4 द एज ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन के एमसीक्यू क्वेश्चन करने जा रहे हैं। उसका रीज़न है क्योंकि आपके पेपर में पहले 20 क्वेश्चन एमसीक्यूज के ही होते हैं। ये 20 क्वेश्चन आपको बिल्कुल पक्के कर लेने हैं और हर क्वेश्चन के बाद मैंने 5 सेकंड का एक गैप दिया है सो दैट आप असेस कर सकते हैं कि आपने जो आंसर सोचा था वो ठीक है या नहीं। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं बिना देरी किए। Question number 1 is, even at the end of 19th century, dash of the total workforce was employed in technologically advanced industrial sector. And your options are: first is less than 20%, second is more than 80%, third is less than 70%, and fourth is more than 50%. Answer to question number 1 is less than 20%. Question number 2 is, what was the status of handloom industry in the first half of the 20th century in India? Your options are: first one is collapsed, second is partially survived, third is handloom cloth production expanded steadily, and fourth is British interference was too much. Answer to question number 2 is handloom cloth production expanded steadily. Question number 3 is, handmade products came to symbolize refinement and class because your options are: first is they were better finished, individually produced, and carefully designed. Option number 2 is easily available labor, and the third option is made for the choice of the individuals, and fourth option is not easily affordable. Answer to question number 3 is they were better finished, individually produced, and carefully designed. Question number 4 is, why did Manchester export to India decline after the First World War? And your options are: first is people were busy fighting the war, second is factories closed down due to security problem, third is factories and mills were busy producing goods to fulfill the need of army, and fourth is export trade was restricted by the government. Answer to question number 4 is factories and mills were busy producing goods to fulfill the need of army. Question number 5 is, what kinds of production demanded seasonal labor? And your options are: first is steel and iron, second is cotton and textiles, third is handmade goods, fourth is gasworks and breweries in cold months, bookbinders and printers before Christmas, ship repairs during winter. Answer to question number 5 is gasworks and breweries in cold months, bookbinders and printers before Christmas, ship repairs during winter. Question number 6 is, after the war, was Manchester able to recapture its old position in the Indian market? Your options are: first is yes, second is yes later after a few years, third is no. The economy of Britain crumbled after the war, cotton production collapsed, and exports of cotton cloth from Britain fell dramatically. Fourth is Indians welcomed the Manchester imports. Answer to question number 6 is no, the economy of Britain crumbled after the war, cotton production collapsed, and exports of cotton cloth from British fell dramatically. Question 7 is, where did the workers come from to work in the industries set up in India? Your options are: first is in most industrial regions, workers came from the district around. Second option is they came from different states and regions around. Third is they were brought in from Burma and Ceylon. And fourth option is all of the above. Answer to question number 7 is, in most industrial regions, workers came from the districts around. Question number 8 is, what was the possibility of getting a job with such abundance of labor in the cities? And your options are: first is jobs were given on the basis of merit and artistry of the job seeker. Second is job depended on existing networks of friendship and kin relations in the factory. Third is jobs were given if you were registered with a particular factory. Fourth is first come first serve basis. Answer to question number 8 is a job depended on existing networks of friendship and kin relations in the factory. Question number 9 is, were the new industries easily able to displace traditional industries? And your options are, first one is, yes, the new industries took over easily. Second is, no, a large portion of the output was produced not within the factories but within domestic units. Third is, the new industry dominated most sectors. And the fourth one is, the new industry partially managed to make place for itself. Answer to question number 9 is, no, a large portion of output was produced not within factories but within domestic units. Question number 10 is, which of the following statements are true about Gomashtas? Your first option is, in many weaving villages, there were reports of clashes between weavers and Gomashtas. Second option is, the new Gomashtas were outsiders with no long-term social link with the village. Third option is, Gomashta had a close relationship with weavers. And fourth option is both 1 and 2. Answer to question number 10 is both 1 and 2. Question 11 is, why didn't the technological changes spread dramatically across the industries? And your options are, first one is, merchants were not interested. Second is, it was difficult to learn and train staff for new technology. Third one is, new technology was expensive and merchants and industrialists were cautious about using it. Fourth option is, there were little resources for damage control. Answer to question number 11 is, new technology was expensive and merchants and industrialists were cautious about using it. Question number 12 is, why couldn't the merchants expand production within towns? And your options are, first one is, the powerful guilds did not allow them to do so. Second is, new members were not competent enough to carry on production work and trade. Third option is, new merchants had inadequate capital. Fourth is, competent weavers and artisans were not available in town. Answer to question number 12 is, the powerful guilds did not allow them to do so. Question number 13 is, how did the East India Company prevent the Indian weavers from dealing with other companies? Your options are, first option is, paid higher prices for their products. Second option is, bought them off as slaves. Third option is, offered them loans for their production. And the fourth option is, imposed extra tariff to discourage them to deal with the other foreigners. Answer to question number 13 is, offered them loans for their production. Question number 14 is, by late 19th century, why did the British manufacturers print calendars for advertisement? And your options are, the first one is, Indian people were fond of using calendars in their houses. Second is, unlike newspapers and magazines, calendars were used even by people who did not know how to read or write. Third option is, it was cheaper to advertise goods through calendars. Fourth is, it is used to add beauty to the room. Answer to question number 14 is, unlike newspapers and magazines, calendars were used even by people who did not know how to read or write. Question number 15 is, identify the appropriate reason for acceptance by the poor peasants of England to produce goods for the merchants from towns. Your first reason is, the peasants were living in the state of poverty. Second is, the peasants had uneconomic land holdings. Third is, there had been decline of open field system. Fourth is, the peasants were reluctant to use machines. Answer to question number 15 is there had been decline of open field system. Question number 16 says which of the following picture was on the cover page of music book by E.T. Pauli? First option is Dawn of the Century. Second is Dawn of the Industrial Age. Third is Dawn of the Agricultural Age. And fourth option is Dawn of the 21st Century. Answer to question number 16 is Dawn of the Century. Question number 17 is which of the following statements is more correct about the first symbol of new era industrial in England? First is the first symbol of new era was cotton. Second is the first symbol of the new era was iron. Third is the first symbol of the new era was copper. Fourth is the first symbol of the new era was wool. Answer to question number 17 is the first symbol of the new era was cotton. Question number 18 is when was Elgin textile mill set up in Kanpur? And your options are first is 1840, second is 1850, third is 1860 and fourth is 1870. Answer to question number 18 is 1860. Question number 19 is what do you mean by the Orient? Which of the following meaning is correct? Your first option is the countries to the west of the Indian Ocean. Second option is the countries to the east of the Mediterranean Sea. Third option is the countries to the west of Pacific Ocean. And the fourth option is the countries east to the Red Sea. Answer to question number 19 is the countries to the east of the Mediterranean Sea. Question number 20 is why was it difficult to get a job in a factory in 19th century Britain? Your first option is employers were looking for only skilled workers and they rejected inexperienced applicants. Second option is the number of jobs were less than the number of job seekers. Third is employers did not prefer migrants. Fourth is employers wanted educated workers. Answer to question number 20 is the number of jobs were less than the number of job seekers. Question number 21 says, in Victorian Britain, the upper classes and aristocratic class preferred handmade goods because first is they were made from imported material. Second is the handmade goods came to symbolize refinement and class. Third is they were better finished. Fourth is only upper class could afford the expensive items. Answer to question number 21 is the handmade goods came to symbolize refinement and class. Question number 22 is first cotton mill in Ahmedabad started in which year? And your options are first is 1861, second is 1871, third is 1881 and fourth is 1891. Answer to question number 22 is 1861. Question 23 is the person who got people from village and showed them jobs, helped them settle in cities and provided them money in times of need was known as, and your options are first is stapler, second is fuller, third is gomashta, fourth is jobber. Answer to question number 23 is jobber. Question number 24 is after 1940s, building activities opened up greater opportunities of employment. What kind of work was introduced? The first option is construction of big business houses. Second is construction of mills and factories. Third is construction of railway lines, railway stations and digging up of tunnels. Fourth one is construction of cinema for entertainment. Answer to question number 24 is construction of railway lines, railway stations and digging up of tunnels. Question number 25 is in which year first spinning and weaving mill started in Madras? And your options are first is 1864, second is 1866, third is 1874, and fourth is 1880. Answer to question number 25 is 1874. Thanks for watching, and if you have liked this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment on this video.